Well, it happened. Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's just been beat off Jake Paul. But how? Mike Tyson's an absolute legend and one of the greatest fighters of all time. How can this YouTuber beat such a great fighter? Well, X has spoken. The fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X a few days ago. Now this script has went viral. Let's see how accurate it was. The opening bell rings. Tyson is showing flashes of his old form, which actually happened. As soon as the bell went, Mike Tyson came out with that head movement, pushing forward. Immediately he stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style. Now let me just stop right there. Even before I sing this script, that's exactly what was going to happen. Like, what else would happen? Would Mike Tyson come out and start moving on his back foot and not bobbing and weaving his head like he always has done? Obviously that's what he was going to do. Anyway, let's go on. Tyson leads with a few jabs. The jab is what you lead with, and yes, that's the punch that every fighter throws when the fight starts. So okay, but let's go with it. Paul's youth shows with his superior mobility. Yes, he's going to be more mobile. Yes, he's younger and he can move his feet around. So again, from round one, nothing surprised me so far. Connects with a quick 1-2 combination. Timing appears slightly off. His punches a fraction slower than in his prime. Of course they are. So round one was pretty accurate, right? Now, I'm not going to go over all of this, but I just want to go straight to round 5 to see how this finishes the fight. This is Paul times perfectly, and he drops Mike Tyson with a right hand, which obviously did not happen. So this script is full of BS. But did they go off script and there was a script to start with? Well, I want to just see that boxing is not an old man sport, it's a young man sport. And yes, we've seen champions in their 40s like Bernard Hopkins, but Mike Tyson is not in his 40s.
I thought it was crazy. I spoke to Mike a few years back about doing an exhibition to get money. He didn't do that, but then when I heard he was going to fight Jake Paul, it gave me different emotions, because I obviously would hate my friend to get hurt. And now that I've seen what he's done and gone through, I think he's going to be perfectly fine if he does things properly. I think it'll take a minute or so and his hand will be raised and Jake Paul will be knocked out. The headspace that I see him in over the last year or 2 or 3 has been the best I've ever seen him. I've been with him while he's been erratic and crazy. The day he got his tattoo, I was there. The day he got other things done to him, the day he doesn't turn up for training, when he doesn't turn up for a week. I've been there and I've ridden that whole roller coaster with him, but to see how happy and content he is, and like this is, I think he's doing this more for the people, where he's never done that before. As much as he'll say he's doing it for himself, he's doing it for the people as well. He doesn't need this. So I honestly believe that his family life is really, really settled. His wife Kik is the most beautiful human you'll ever meet, and I think that, yeah, good things happen to good people, and when you have good preparation, good mental, you don't need much more, especially when you can punch like Mike Tyson. He's physically as fit as any 50 or 8-year-old you'll ever see. You can see that. I mean, photos of the testimony. I mean, you don't get a body like that by not working out. So I think that he's, yeah, very, very ready. Yeah, when we talk about growth and personal journey and stuff like that, I think that his story could be the greatest in the history of not just sport, life in general. Somebody who went through what he went through in all different facets of life. As everybody's heard, it's public, it's an open book. To come back at 58 and do what he's just about to do, or even just to compete at 58 and do what he's about to do, is amazing. Because there were times I've been over and I thought that I wouldn't see my friend again the next time I got on a plane. But he's proved us all wrong. You've got to be an animal. You've got to have that mongrel when you step into that boxing ring. And I think Mike's just trying to be the old Mike, but there's going to be a new one. You're going to see a much smarter one, a much more sophisticated one, and I think one that's just going to, yeah, place one punch instead of trying to destroy this guy with many punches, which you could do when he was 30 or 28 or 21, which is taken away from you when you're 58. So he's got to be very, very smart, and I think that he's got that now. He's got the head on the shoulders, the brain's in the right place, and this controls everything.
The 57-year-old was on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles recently when he suffered a mid-air medical emergency. But his rep spoke out to NBC News on Monday and says that Mike is, quote, doing great, and explained that he had become, quote, nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing, and adding that the boxer is appreciative to the medical staff that were there to help him. There were rumors that the flight had been delayed due to Mike's health issues, but his rep also set the record straight, adding, "It's false reporting that his medical attention caused the flight delay. This 2-hour delay was due to air conditioning issues on the aircraft." The boxing legend is currently set to face off live against Jake Paul during a boxing match in July that will air on Netflix. Access Hollywood spoke with Mike and his daughter in July 2023, and they shared about their bond and more.
I'm Milan Tyson.
Tyson, pleasure to meet you. You're here with Pops today. Did he give you any kind of prep on how to walk the red carpet? No warning?
No. We just go.
Are you seeing that everybody's like tripping out when they see Mike? Are you see the reaction?
Why do you say this?
Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him.
What is it like living? What is it like having Mike as a Pops, man? I mean, like
Most of the time. Like he's calm. He's a really good dad. He just takes us to the movies. He does things. He just does normal things. Yeah. He just takes
I
us.
didn't have a dad either, but by making a lot of mistakes, you learn how to become a dad.
there's a lot of celebrities here, a lot of athletes. You've probably seen all the athletes. So, what celebrities are you looking forward to, or athletes too? You looking forward to?
I'm just enjoying my time here. I don't look at it as anybody. I'm superior. Nobody's superior. We're all equals, and we all enjoy each other's personalities. And what brought us here really is the determination and will, and that's what we pretty much vibe off of each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we witness history. The problem child himself, Jake Paul, is stepping into the ring with the legend, the baddest man on the planet, Mike "Iron" Tyson. Will Jake's YouTube persona survive the savage wrath of one of boxing's most feared champions? Dramatic music builds up as Jake Paul walks into the arena, wearing a flashy, problem child robe, looking confident and cocky. He gestures to the crowd, but there's a sense of uncertainty in his eyes. Tonight is my night. I'm going to knock out Tyson in the first round. This is MY World now. I'm a YouTube sensation, a boxing phenomenon, and there's no way I'm losing to a guy who's old enough to be my grandpa. Jake does a ridiculous shadowboxing routine, throwing wild punches, clearly overacting. Well, folks, Jake Paul certainly has confidence, but does he have the skill to back it up?
Pretty
The music
accurate,
shifts to something
right?
darker
Now,
and more intense. The camera pans to Mike Tyson, who walks into the ring with a focused expression, wearing a black robe with iron across the back. He doesn't acknowledge the crowd, but simply stares ahead. I've fought the best in the world, and now I've got to show this kid what real boxing is about. No disrespect, but he's playing in the wrong league. Here you have it, folks. Mike Tyson, a true legend, ready to teach Jake Paul a lesson in humility. If Jake thought this would be easy, he's got another thing coming. Cut to crowd cheering as Tyson steps into the ring, his intense eyes locked on Jake. The bell rings. Both fighters circle each other, Jake bouncing on his feet like a kangaroo, Tyson moving with slow, calculated power. And we're off. Jake Paul with a wild jab to start. But Mike Tyson? He's standing there, looking like a brick wall. Eat this, Mike. I'm faster than you. You might be faster, kid, but you don't have power. Jake misses wildly, and Tyson lands a quick jab to Jake's chest, making him stumble backward. Jake Paul has thrown 3 punches, and Tyson has avoided every single one. It looks like Jake's more suited for a dance battle than a boxing match. Oh, you know, I've seen smoother moves in a video game. Mike Tyson, however, is moving like a seasoned pro. Jake is out of his depth. Jake tries to throw a huge overhand right, but Tyson ducks under and counters with a perfectly placed body shot that makes Jake wince. Ow. That hurt. Okay, let's call a timeout. I'm out. In a boxing match? Jake's already regretting this. Round 2 begins with Jake trying to outsmart Tyson with a series of ridiculous moves. He tries a spinning back fist, a cartwheel, and even a ridiculous Superman punch that looks like he's preparing for a WWE match. And there it is. Mike Tyson with a brutal uppercut that has sent Jake Paul straight to the mat. This fight is over. Jake Paul thought he could hang with the champ, but Tyson just showed him how it's done. Jake is laying on the mat, motionless, but dramatically pretending to still be out cold. Play dead, just play dead, this was not in the script. Tyson looks down at Jake and shakes his head, chuckling, told you, kid. Never step into the ring with a legend. How to fight, folks. Jake Paul might not have won, but he certainly gave us a lot to laugh about. Tyson, though, is still the king.